Okay, welcome back. So we're installing some more of these fans. These are these SVRO fans by Keframo. We did one in the galley. We experimented with a couple around the boat and decided we liked this one the best. So put a couple of them up in the V berth. And these things are cool because they fold flat up against the bulkhead. So, or whatever wall you want to mount it to. And then they just tuck back out of the way. And you can pretty much articulate them any way you want to go.
All the way around the other way too.
Yeah, you can actually spin this thing around and, you know, point it down. If your head's down here, if you're laying like this, you can point it straight down, whatever. Also, it's a great little circulator for the heater. And we've been using this little heater right here. This one, I want to mount it to the bulkhead wall. I just stuck it up here to utilize it while we're using the heater at night. But even this thing is pretty cool. I mean, you can adjust it however you like. I'm not particularly fond of these things being mounted up on the ceiling like they are in the V-berth. We don't have a lot of room against the walls up in the V-berth, so I had to mount them up on these beams. But, you know, any bouncing around in a seaway, I think they're going to get a little floppy. But I need to take down some ceiling panels. I'm going to screw this thing to the wall here so it'll sit flat, like pretty much like this is where I'm going to put this one so it's out of the way. And maybe we'll get rid of this finger biter and put another one possibly up here against this bulkhead wall. We need to order another one, but I'm thinking maybe that one right here instead. This thing, these are just, I mean, it's a noise, they're noisy. And this thing has an open back, so, I mean.
The other one's worse, noisier.
Than this one. That's what that other fan sounded like. Yeah, I got to get wire from this light fixture to here because all of our fans come off the lights circuit because it's such low amp draw on both counts as far as this goes. So work to pull the ceiling panel down. I need to get some wire connectors for my red and yellow wires.
Hey, we're Jeni and Rich, and our stowaway is Twitchell the Marina Cat. We've been documenting the refit of our 1977 Tayana 37 Ramble on for the past several years. I don't think there's a single part of this boat that we haven't repaired, replaced, or improved in some way. We're proud to say we've done 99.9% of the work ourselves. We've gained a lot of knowledge and experience in the process, and we're happy to pass that wisdom on.
Okay, so these are the original dome lights from 1977 that came with the boat. They used to have a 12-volt automotive bulb, like one of those round, I don't even know how much they were, like 50 watts or something? Incandescent, yeah, DC watts. But they were, yeah, incandescents. And
but this is a nice glass.
Yeah,
you can't buy
but this is the glass fixture. I'm not going to take it apart and open it up, but we did retrofit these for these LED arrays. They sit on these nice little teak frames. So I got this little piece of trim off where I'm going to mount the fan on the wall and mark the spot. I just need to make a little notch for the wire to come down. I just want to hit it with a knife a little bit. I mean, a saw. Yeah. Good and secure. From 500 amp hours to 800 amp hours. I took this one out of the series, or excuse me, out of the parallel. All our batteries are wired in parallel for amp hours and 12 volts. So came up with a spot to mount this one here, here, and there. Back in here is where the test dummy goes, and that was taken out of the series through this, just bolting it together just temporarily while I did this work. A lot of glass, epoxy, several coats of paint. Got the battery straps all installed, screwed down, ready to go. So how I came about finding room for smashing in these other batteries, two of them are going to be laying on their sides, and Facebook and Instagram, I got a lot of questions and comments about can you do that? Can you mount these batteries on the side? Can you add 300 more amp hours to an existing 500 amp hour battery bank? And both questions are yes, you can. I already spoke with the good people at Battleborn. They said, yeah, based on, I gave them some charge parameters and things that I've been doing with the battery bank, how many cycles we've had overall. They said, yeah, dude, no sweat. Add 3 more batteries. It will not affect the battery pack, the battery bank overall. So this thing locks down in here. I'm going to have some interesting routing as far as balancing all the lead terminals to make sure that everything's equal length, but I think I've got an idea on that, and I'm going to diagram that out a little bit later for you guys. But basically, I got a battery up here, upright. I've got my Valmar Max Charge MC614 right here. I can still get to it, program it. I can still reach all my fuses and everything for the main bus bars. Here's the big 400 amp fuse right here. And then the last one back here, which would be number 8, because number 5 actually goes right here where my foot is. This one will sit right here. Nice snuggled down, battery straps, well bolted to the structure. Good to go there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got number 8 right here. So here's 8 batteries stuffed in there, and there's a little bit of difference in the cable lengths, but you know, do what you got to do. I've still got to label some cables, but for the most part, the batteries are where they are. I mix new ones in with location, you know, I bounce the new ones into different areas of the battery bank, so to kind of balance the old with the new.
And then you're going to do the little
There's not really
covers.
Much difference. Yeah, I've got to make covers so that I don't like leaving these. I don't like leaving the floorboards off. That's because the only 2 of them fit. All the cabling, the whole cable configuration changed when I added those batteries. I need to go and change the little bit of the charge parameters in the inverter, and that will be that.
my trust and I gave you everything that you need. But you only told me lies and you made me realize that, babe, you ain't no good for me. I can't be with you, you can't be true. And I know just what I got to do. Gonna hit the ground running, running, running just as fast as I can. Gonna hit the ground running, running, running just as fast as I can. Ooh. Well, you're begging me to stay, but I'm going my own way, and the skies ain't looking cloudy or gray. I won't even roll the dice so that you can't play me twice, no babe. Who do you think I am? Well, I'm gonna take my own road, and I'm sorry, baby, you can't go. Gotta hit the ground running.
All right. So, yeah, this is it. Finally got this thing to work the way I want it. Sorta. There's some adjustments need to be made. But here you go. I've got access down here now. There's a lot of storage up above the drawers and down below the drawers and behind the drawers. Just gobs of space. Just wasted from these stupid drawers. So this thing tilts up and it still slides out into a full extension double. So yeah, pretty stoked. And I used basically all the same wood. Didn't really modify anything except put a couple of skids over here and here for this crossbar here to ride against. Oh. What a thought process the thing was. So one thing is that I've got to do some beveling on here with a little bit of sandpaper just to make that thing close a little smoother. That's about that. Yeah. Stoked! Been wanting to do that for about 8 years now.